Awesome. So welcome everybody to this Bright Ideas event on climate change. My name is Evan.
And my name is Tatiana, and we just want to thank you all for coming out and wanting to learn about how you can be energized about climate change. So we're gonna get to that information soon, but we thought we first should explain what teams made this series.
Yeah, so this Bright Ideas project is brought to you partly by SLEA, or the Sustainable Leaders in Action, and we are a youth-led and youth-organized group of high schoolers and college students who are passionate about the environment. And we work in partnership with Sustainable Contra Costa, or SCOCO, to promote sustainable practices within our community and provide leadership advancements for the next generation of climate activists. And we do a multitude of projects, including a program for children we did the past summer called Operation Green. We also have a newsletter that publishes every other month, and a climate careers chat, which is a big seminar where we get professionals to talk about their job and how they help out the planet. And if you're interested in attending that, the next climate careers chat will be on January 20th.
So this presentation is also brought to you by Sustainable Contra Costa, which is a community of citizens, organizers, leaders, and educators, all working together to inspire healthy, connected, and resilient communities. This program is also sponsored by Energy Upgrade California, which is a statewide initiative committed to helping Californians be more energy efficient. And this is the last event of our grants together. So if you please give everyone a round of applause. I'm kind of sad this is our last one, but I am truly happy to be able to work on this project and learn a lot. So I've had lots of fun.
And if you're interested in saving energy, water, and money, you should really consider joining the Cleaner Contra Costa Challenge at cleanercontracosta.org. You can find practical solutions to implement in your day-to-day lives that will help you save money and the planet. And you can see how your actions positively help the environment and how your household's carbon footprint will lower as a result.
And now we're going to play a fun scavenger hunt. So you can either turn on your video if you haven't already, or to participate, you can also follow along with the activity by typing in the chat what you find and your thoughts about it. But first, before we start, let me explain the categories. So there are 3 categories. So category 1 is protecting ecosystems and wildlife. Category 2 is conserving natural resources, and category 3 is reducing carbon dioxide and greenhouse gas emissions. So let me pop up the wheel. And just give me a thumbs up whenever you guys are ready, or type I'm ready in the chat, and then we can get started. Okay, we got one ready. Woo. Okay, everyone's ready? Good. Okay. Okay, first wheel. So find something that conserves natural resources. So some examples of these are recycling and or compost bins, items such as hydro flasks, reusable, and any thrifting items that you have found. And trying to use any of these items really do help conserve natural resources a lot. So they are super duper important and to make use of things that already exist or actively conserve natural resources. So whatever you find, you can either show us, on the screen or type in the chat. I know I have a cup right here. So that's reusable. So that's something. Yes, reusable water bottle. I have one every day I bring to school.
Does a toothbrush count, like an electric one? Because I'm not using plastic ones.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's good.
Nice.
I know. I need to get an electric toothbrush. I sadly don't have one. So it's on my Christmas list.
Ooh, a lunchbox, that's a good example.
Yes. Yeah, I have a bento box, so that counts. Anyone else have any items that help conserve natural resources?
Or help conserve by not adding on to the resources that are being used.
Yes. Sarah says, taking my parents' shirts when they don't want them so I can have oversized stuff this winter. Same, Sarah. Electric car, yes.
Awesome.
That's a big one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If I have enough money in the future, I will get an electric car. Okay, let's move on to the second spin. So find something that helps limit damage to natural ecosystems. So some examples of these are a reusable grocery bag, rechargeable batteries, a thermometer, and using both sides of your paper. So if you have homework or like any work, if it has two sides are used, that is good. And just making switches to these like daily, everyday items with reusable substitutes really does help out our ecosystems. So if you find anything, you can just show us on your video or in the chat.
I have bamboo paper towels and some reusable paper towels. And those are easier to break down, so they're not as harmful to the environment.
That's awesome. I didn't even know they had that. We'll have to go and try and find some. That's really cool.
I've seen some like awesome like substitute instead of like plastic saran wrap, which is one-time use. There's like this beeswax type of thing where you can wrap your food in it and it's reusable. And I saw that and I'm like, that's really cool. So I'll definitely try to get that.
Yes, that's nice. So backs of all paper. Yes, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Organic food. Love organic food.
There's like paper wrap stuff. I have like this container you put over your food and you microwave it, so you don't need to like take paper towels and cover your food.
Yes, that's perfect. Beeswax stuff. Tons of old library receipts that I hold on to for notes. Reusable metal straws. Yes, this is all perfect. Great stuff. Okay, now the last one. You already know what it is, but for fun, we're gonna spin it again.
Wheel's always fun.
Yeah.
All right, so this one is finding something that helps us reduce the amount of fossil fuels we use. So I think someone already mentioned organic food, which is also a great thing that lowers the amount of fossil fuels that we use because, well, especially if it's sourced organic or locally, because that means that there's a smaller carbon footprint that it took to transport it. Also, things like riding your bike, that helps a lot because it's not using a car. And someone also mentioned an electric vehicle, which is fantastic because it doesn't use gasoline, which is obviously not good for the environment. So if anyone has any other ideas of things that they have that reduce the amount of fossil fuels we use, feel free to show it to us or type in the chat.
Combining car trips, smart.
Great.
And trying to shop local this year for the holidays, yes. If you live in Brentwood, they have lots of local shops downtown and in the streets, and they have such cute stuff. So I'm definitely going to shop there for the holidays.
Great. And if you'll notice, some of these are actually actions on the Cleaner Contra Costa challenge, such as combining trips or getting an EV or having a reusable water bottle or using public transit when possible. Yes. Biking, that's awesome. Walking to school, very cold. Sorry to hear that.
Same, Sarah. I walk to school.
That's great. And if you take BART or the bus or any other kind of public transit, that also helps reduce the amount of fossil fuels as well.
Yes. So these
Great.
are all perfect examples, and thank you guys so much for playing the scavenger hunt, and I hope you guys had fun. I know I had fun. Now we're going to get back to the slides presentation. Oh.
Awesome. So I've gotten some really cool resources together to get involved. One, of course, as I just mentioned, is the Cleaner Contra Costa Challenge. There are over 80 actions in a bunch of different categories you can look into, such as food and food waste, hanging out at home, youth-friendly actions, or even actions related to having a say in your community. If having a say in your community is something that's really important to you or you are very interested in, check out 350 Bay Area. They have a lot of really timely information about ways that you can have a say in your local government year round, which is great. Also, you can check out the California Green Business Network. I looked a little earlier and there were 91 green businesses around me just immediately. So this is a cool place to be able to see, yeah, if your businesses are being as sustainable as possible, and to try and patronize the ones that are. Great, thank you. And since we've been talking about energy this whole series, we have some really cool resources to share with you. The first one is sponsored by the California Energy Commission, but it's called Packetized Energy. And it's a really great resource where you will be able to, it's a demand response program, and they provide incentives to shift your electricity usage on targeted days, and helping use that energy to avoid blackouts. And it's a really great resource because they'll also send you a smart thermostat and other free sustainable things that you can switch out in your homes. Another resource we have for you all is Connect, and that is another resource that wants to help us. Oh, so sorry, that's the wrong link. That works to help us also conserve energy and has other incentives such as cash and gift card incentives that you will get by saving your energy. So that's great as well.
Yeah, so we also have a lovely worksheet in the form of a crossword puzzle with various terms relating to climate change for especially our younger audiences. And some terms will be familiar and some terms are also meant to broaden knowledge about climate change and how energy is made. And a copy of this worksheet will be emailed to all of those in attendance. And you can also find the sheet on Sustainable Contra Costa's website using the link on the screen as well.
All right. Oh, go ahead. Okay. I just wanted to say thank you to all of you for coming tonight. Lawrence, thank you for participating. Laura, thanks for hopping on. This has been a really great series, and like Tatiana mentioned earlier, this is wrapping up our 4-part series on energy efficiency. So we just want to thank you for your time. I'd also like to give a special thank you to all of the Sustainable Leaders in Action members who helped with this throughout the month. So a big thank you to Alexi, Kyle, Stella, Allison, Sarah, Tatiana, Evan, and Lizelle. And a big thanks to my colleague Laura for helping with the outreach, and to my good friend Colleen Nolan for thinking of this project with me earlier this year. This has been a really cool opportunity to do a grant project with our 3 organizations, Sustainable Contra Costa and Energy Upgrade California, and Sustainable Leaders in Action. So we thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, so it's obviously been a really, really awesome experience. And if you want to have a little bit more, be sure to check out the Sustainable Leaders in Action on Instagram. You can follow them on the handle over there. And if you really want to join, be sure to email Alexi using the email below. And if you like what Sustainable Contra Costa and Energy Upgrade California do, you can follow them on the socials provided on the screen and or visit their websites. And thank you all for attending.
Thank you and have a great night.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.